How's it going, everyone? Greg Ferris back here at Ferris for Fitness, and you guys are lucky because I have another rant slash public service announcement about thinking for yourself. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so like I said in the intro, what I wanted to talk about in this little vlog was the importance of thinking for yourself. And I'm starting this off, going to let everyone know, all my viewers know, I'm not talking about an individual specifically. I've just, again, this is something I've kind of seen with people, especially online, I guess, with a lot of the interaction I see online, people like reposting articles and things like that I've become aware of for quite a long time, and then now I guess I'm in like rant mode, so it's becoming annoying enough for me to actually preach about, and again I think it can actually benefit some people. So first thing I want to talk about really, I'm not calling anyone out in particular, just a general trend I kind of see, right? The next thing I want to talk about is that the information I'm seeing, reposted and people talking about, people recommending, is high quality information. It's coming from Lyle McDonald, Alan Aragon, Eric Helms, Brett Contreras, all of these guys who I'm flat out willing to admit are much more knowledgeable than me about nutrition, exercise, biomechanics, physiology, all of that stuff we're interested in. Much more knowledgeable than I am. Definitely admitting that, not saying that I'm even near the stratosphere of those guys. So it's good that I think a lot of that good information is going to be put out there. A lot of the nonsense, again, I'm not going to call anyone out, but a lot of the nonsense is starting to come, pushed away. And that's good because we're spreading good information. But the bad part of that is that a lot of people are becoming just like robots, and they're not thinking for themselves. They're just saying, oh, Lyle McDonald wrote an article about X, therefore I'm going to do it just like Lyle said. Alan Aragon said blah, 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 blah about fish oil. Now I'm going to stop what I was doing about fish oil and go straight to his recommendations, right? And that is a big problem because, first of all, a lot of the experts in the field don't recommend the same thing. So to give you an example, Mark Lobliner is working with John Otis Hollywood. Cardio is the example here, right? So Mark Lobliner, awesome athlete, is working with an awesome coach, John Otis Hollywood, and he is doing predominantly low intensity walking on an incline treadmill for his contest prep and is getting shredded, right? Lane Norton pretty much does completely high intensity cardio for the majority of his prep and then just throws in some lists at the end. So he's definitely a high intensity advocate, right? I had a discussion with Ben Escrow, who is an IFPA pro. I believe he's working on his master's degree in a nutrition, exercise related field. Not too familiar with that, but very knowledgeable guy, prep coach, owns a supplement company, awesome guy. We had a discussion on Facebook the other day about cardio, because one of my articles that I wrote was about cardio, and he informed me that he got on stage, competition lean, go check out his pictures, and didn't do an ounce of cardio, right? He just lifts more frequently. So you see here, if I'm going online and I'm looking for the expert's opinion about cardio to get lean, I'm getting all of these different things. So do I listen to Lane? Do I listen to Eric Helms? Do I listen to Alberto Nunez? Who do I listen to about cardio? So you can really apply that to any topic. And my point here is that it's awesome and it's great that people are getting their information from Contreras and Lane Norton and all these people, right? But you need to get all of that information from a variety of sources and then form your own opinion, okay? Read the research yourself. Read what Lyle says, again, read what Aragon says, read what all of them say, and then, of course, try it out on yourself. If you're a coach, try it out on your clients, and form your own opinion about each topic, right? I'm just saying that even experts to the highest degree deserve to be challenged, right? If no one ever challenged the status quo, if no one was like, maybe this low intensity stuff isn't the best, maybe what would we do if we cranked up the intensity, right? Someone had to say that because high intensity, because aerobic training has been like the king for so long. And someone, I don't know who it was, said, hey, let's try some high intensity interval stuff. Lo and behold, look at the benefits, right? If you want a nutrition example, you could use meal frequency, right? For the longest time, people were saying, oh, of course, if you eat more often, it stokes your metabolic fire. Of course that makes sense. You burn through it quicker, right? Someone had to say, wait a second, I think that's BS. challenge it, put it in a study, lo and behold, it doesn't work, right? So you can apply it to anything. And some people that advocated eating every frequently, right, were experts. But again, the reason why they're experts is because they're not just reading one research paper, or they're not just listening to one person and taking that as fact, right? They're getting their information from all this research. They're practicing it on themselves. They have their own clients. That real world experience with the science part, and again, they're forming their own opinions, and that's how you become, a greater you, right? That's how you become more knowledgeable, not by just reading one article and not only just taking it for fact. It may be true, but you also need to understand why that fact is true. So why does Lyle McDonald say this? Why does Eric Helms say this, right? So that'll give you a better understanding of the recommendations and be able to give yourself the power of saying, that doesn't make sense to me. From what I know about physiology, it doesn't make sense. Let's see what this other guy says, right? And again, the jack of all trades is trying it out on yourself, trying it out on your clients, and seeing if it works. Again, so that's a little vlog, guys. Again, this isn't an attack of anyone directly. I just thought this would be really good to get out there. Like I said, just make sure you're forming your own opinion. I think it's awesome that a lot of these well-knowledgeable people like Lyle and Alan and Contreras are putting out a ton of free information for all of us lay people. But like I said, it needs to be taken with a grain of salt, not just verbatim. Contreras said this about hip thrust. They must be the greatest thing ever. Why did he say that about a hip thrust? What does this guy say about hip thrust? And then I'm going to take all that information, form my own opinion, right? So that's what I recommend for everyone. Again, even when I say stuff, if I say blah, 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 and I don't want someone to say, well, Greg Ferris said this, this, this about nutrition, right? You need to form your own opinion about all of these topics, right? Get high quality information and form your own opinions. Stop being a robot with all of your stuff, right? So that's the video, guys. Hope you guys like these little rants I'm on. I'm about to go do something productive. Peace out.